video of me doing that stand-up routine, and they're like, we love this guy, we want to kind of do a deeper dive and find out, why does he do this, and how did this whole thing start, like to tell the official story of the Real Life Peter Griffin. So he asked me, I remember I was sitting by a pool at Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia, which if you've never been there, it's like nerdy gras. It's like literally like days of partying, like 4 o'clock in the morning getting beers with Batman, partying. And I was like, yeah, what do I care? I was like, I'm going to get my own New York Comic Con tickets. I can't get them for other people. They're like, oh, don't worry about that. They're gonna follow you around with a camera. They're gonna come to your house the night before, and they're just gonna interview you. And they're gonna ask you, about Comic Con and why you go there and what does it mean to you. And I did that interview, and I was very candid about it. I've always been an open book. I'm not a bullshit artist. I've never been good at that. So I laid it all out there. I'm a cosplayer because it makes me feel good. I go back to my mundane job and I live my mundane life, but then I go to these conventions and people are pulling out their phones like I'm some kind of celebrity. And it was like this high that I was chasing almost. So that was New York Comic Con 2014. We didn't post the video until January 15th. They had 20 plus hours of footage of me walking around in this interview and this and that.
Why do you go to Comic-Con?
Because it's fucking amazing. It's like going to Disney World, but being a geek. You go to New York Comic Con to find out about video games, TV shows, all that kind of stuff. That's what's cool about New York Comic Con. It's a one-stop shop for everything.
Wait! All right, here it is, your red carpet, you bastards. Get out of my way. There you go.
Hey man, you're interested, we'll do them all just because you're Peter Griffin, man. $40 for all the manuals and the games.
Every manual and game for $40, just because I'm Peter Griffin. I get sales for being fat and wearing green pants.
Impressions really just came naturally to me, like almost like an instant.
Who wants a high five? Peter Griffin. There you go. Booyah.
So I slapped together stuff that I had. I happened to have green pants from St. Patrick's Day. I have a white button-down shirt because everybody has one. And I have round glasses because I do Santa Claus for my company. And I slapped it together and I was like, great, Peter Griffin. Just one stupid joke where I go to the ATM and the money came out. I was like, oh my God, I won. And from then on, it's just been like caught like wildfire.
I don't know where to look. And freaking Mattel doesn't show up. Where the hell are my He-Man figures? And that's what grinds my gears. Oh God, this is what the doctor ordered.
You sound exactly like Peter
Thank
Griffin.
you, I appreciate that. There you go, there you go. Avengers assemble! What? Vroom, vroom.
All right.
There you go, you're welcome.
Great to see you.
Hey, catch them all. Batman. So what's new?
Not much. How's Chris?
He's doing all right.
And Meg?
Who cares?
Have you heard?
1 in every 12 Americans is unaware that the bird is a word. I, for one, believe in America where everyone knows that the bird is a word. Bird, bird, bird. But bird's a wella, bird, bird, bird. Real Life Peter Griffin here at New York Comic Con. Tops will return after these messages.
I'd be watching Looney Tunes. I'd be like, "Nyeh, what's up, Doc?" And I would just pick up the voices. And before I realized it, I could do like every Looney Tune. I could do every Muppet. And it just started growing and growing. You don't realize what an impact these voices have. Like, if you think of the Claw from Inspector Gadget, you don't know who plays the Claw, but you know that voice.
Nice to meet you, Bane.
Got it? I see you later.
You're merely on top of the dark. I was born in it.
Take your weapon, strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Funky like a monkey, space is the place, sky's the limit, tower of power too sweet to be sour. Ooh, yeah!
You know what I love the most about New York Comic Con is the freaking friends that I see every year. Like, I go to work and I'm like a nobody. I have a nobody job, making nobody pay. But then I go to New York Comic Con and people are pulling out phones like I'm freaking Brad Pitt or some shit. It makes me feel like $1 million. It's the reactions that I get out of what I do that gives me the joy of what I do.
And they whittled it down to like 3 minutes and change. And we posted this video, and my God, did that thing go viral immediately. I think by the end of the first or second day, we had well over 3 million views. To this day, it's 17 million views and climbing, that one video. And that's what changed everything for me. Inside Edition sent a car to my house and interviewed me at the Palisades Mall. Entertainment, people, I mean, you name it. If it was at a media outlet, there was an article about me. And the most surreal thing was that there were people talking about me in countries and languages that I can't speak. And it's like, Peter Griffin, Robert Franzese. I'm like, these people are talking about me. Like, what did I do? I'm just dressed up like a cartoon character. I'm doing something that a million other people are doing. But I guess what set me apart from like the typical cosplayer is that I personified the character. I was able to improvise, I was able to voice act, and kind of pair all of that together to create the perfect storm. That's the real life Peter Griffin. And honestly, to this day, I mean, yes, it's been financially kind to me over the years because I now have Cameo, I have a monetized YouTube channel, and that wasn't a straight, to stardom kind of thing. I've learned some hard lessons about life, about trusting friends, and I've had to start over again multiple times. When I created my LLC, my friends didn't want to do it anymore, so I ended up having to buy them out and start over. Then another friend kind of like took advantage of me kind of like undervaluing myself, because that's always been one of my biggest problems. I've always undervalued myself, and that's probably why I haven't gone further with the Peter Griffin thing. And I ended up having to create a whole new YouTube channel and a whole new Facebook page, because that all got taken away from me. But from that, I don't know if it was spite or inspiration, but I ended up getting myself to learn how to edit my own videos, get the gear that I needed to shoot them professionally. And I'm a one-man production team now. And I have a silver play button on YouTube, which is insane. I think I'm at 322,000 subscribers on YouTube. I got over 600,000 on TikTok now. That was another one that they kind of dragged me into and landed me back on Inside Edition. Inside Edition ended up interviewing me a second time because of my TikTok, because I did, hey Lois, diarrhea, and people 10 million views. You believe that? 10 million views. Hey Lois, diarrhea. Hey, I had my kids one day, hey Dad, what's your legacy? Well, I have a long story about that, And it's to this day, I've never been great at making myself happy, but making you guys happy and getting a room to laugh is where I get my happiness from. I really do. I love absorbing and empathing the hell out of happiness that I bring out. And if it's a simple "shut up, Meg," and people just that's it. That's all it takes. And it's really afforded me a lot of life experiences that I never would have had otherwise. I got a passport and went to Canada. Now I'm here in Texas. It's my very first time in Texas. I'm very excited to be here and meet all you lovely people.